How's everybody doing out there? Let's see, are we live? Are we live? Yay. I am looking at my laptop as I'm talking to you guys because I have so much going on that is so delicious. So, yes, there is a sale going on. It's a birthday sale. I'm so excited. Okay, and then I'm not, I am super ridiculous busy. And I have Nick at home sick with that wisdom tooth stuff. My goodness, has that been fun? It's been so much fun having Nick here. Can he hear me? I had forgotten, we're empty nesters. We only have one kiddo, so it's kind of a little bit different, right? When you have somebody come home and you're like, what happened? So, yes, those are my new drapes, and I don't like them. They're kind of blah. They're like a really very pretty linen color, and you can see it's the same color as the wall, which was my intention to kind of make it continuous, but I'm not enjoying it. So I am returning them. I've already ordered the new set to replace them, but they have to get, what is it called? Pleated, draped, whatever. But I do like that, that's what I love, the, what do you call it? Pinch pleat thing. So my new ones will be exactly the same. I'm hoping that the color I will enjoy more than I have before. It looks like a big gauze dress or something. I don't know. I have this in my guest room, and I love it in there. And I thought I would love it in here, but guess what? I don't. So they will be poof out and going somewhere else. So ridiculous. Okay, so we need to talk about this. Anthology sale, and I happen to have one that I paid full price for. What was that? $150 or something crazy, $160. And now it is on sale. So I need you need AG curtains. Well, yes, I need AG fabric to make AG curtains. Wouldn't that be fun? And I did look at some toile, I think in red, but I'm just, okay, so I love pattern, but in my house, I like things simple. So it's kind of a crazy thing. But let's talk about this monstrosity of anthology, floral anthology, just like we talked about with the Christmas, okay? I am telling you, this is so worth 60 bucks. Yes, we got the Christmas one for 50, but this one is 60, and it should be just fine. Oh no, I think Nurse Martha needs to go back and check. My patient knows that I'm doing this. So thank you, Nick, if you are. Okay, so who do we have here today? Doris in Arkansas. Hello, sweetheart. How are you? Okay, and yeah, Amazing has the most cardstock, the best. Yes. Pamela is here, my sweet friend that is my organizing guru queen. Yes. Dell. Hey, Dell. And Dee that told me it's okay to call her Dee instead of Dita. Data. I'm sorry. Okay. And my wonderful friend Eve, super talented. Have you seen the stuff she does? Oh my God. And if you see the stuff she can do with ink, oh gosh. Yes, need some florals on them for sure. Hello, Rita. How are you? I have 3 items from Anna coming. Yes. Okay, so this is the pack of floral anthology that I want to talk about. And what I did here is, because I've already taken them out to, hello, Irene. How are you in California? And Pam, I need, Eve can make me some Anna Griffin curtains. It's only like, I think it's like 40 by 102 or something like that, 105 going down. Pinch pleat, can you please do that for me? I need I need 5. 4, 5. I think I need 5. 40 by 103 and 5 of them. Pinch pleat on top, double-sided. Well, they don't have to be double-sided, but anyway. Okay, so sweethearts, let's talk about this paper. I want to show you my tricks to the paper, because I think that you may be looking at this and saying, I have so much of this paper already, all of the gorgeous patterns, but I don't know what to do with them. And just in general, I don't know what to do with all this gorgeous pattern that we talk about. So this is a really good test because the way they ship this to us is just in one gorgeous, huge chunk of paper, right? And when I did this, I packed it up and put it in a gorgeous binder, hoping that that would help me gather my papers together, because I have about 2 feet, 2 feet of maybe 3 of paper that has no home. That's all at Anna Griffin. It's been taken out of some collections and I need to get it back to where it's supposed to go. So I want to tell you how to do that. And I'm sorry, I think I might sneeze. So I'm going to bring you down to my, let's look at the cell. Let's chit chat. Okay. So I went into the Anna Griffin birthday sale and I looked at it. And let me tell you my tips when I go in here. First of all, at the very top, it says availability, price, filters, and then sort by. And then they tell you to sort by usually the best selling items. And that's a really good one if you want a hot item and you don't know if it's still going to be available. That's their idea of the best selling item. Maybe the item that they want to sell the most, right? So maybe we should, I like to go in and say, the newest to new to old. So if I press into the cell and it tells me new to old, I see she has a mystery birthday 12 by 12 cardstock. It's $20. And what do you get for that? It's a bunch of birthday paper. It's usually 40, and you get 20 sheets of 12 by 12, 2 of each design. And it's really happy, pretty birthday paper. That's $1 a page. Okay, so take that into consideration. Then she has some Christmas stuff. The Luke's Christmas and the Luxury Luster is on sale for $45. I don't remember. How much did we buy it for? Did we buy it for, I ordered the snowman stickers. Oh, okay, so exactly, I have it but don't use it. I know, Doris, and I'm going to tell you, I'm going to give you a trick, because let me tell you, you're going to think outside the box. So the Luke's Luxury, I keep calling it Luke's, that's in German, Luxury Luster foil. I am using that for the Canton Blue class that we're doing on the 23rd of this month. You can use anything you want, but that's the color that I am going to use. And I'm sorry, I think I might sneeze. Okay, so that's a good price, $45. And I remember we called that $4 paper because there's 12 sheets of it. So if we go in here and, somebody there can do the math for me, 12 by 8, and it's 12 sheets. And then you get 12 6x8s, which is nice for a frame or tags or, that kind of stuff. So, and then we have the bows are here, the big box bows, and And then there's the windmill one, which is very cute and it looks very pretty. I think you can use that with Phoebe. It's those pretty pastel-y colors, okay? There's kitty cats on sale. And the mirror box die is $48. That is the kit of paper. And the butterflies are gorgeous. They're $27. Okay, and then you get to the anthology. Mamma mia. Okay, so it's $60 and you get 102 sheets of paper. That's 50%. I mean, that's half off in my world. And that's a really good sale. So yes, I already ordered one. Yes, I already have maybe 2. So anyway, okay, don't tell Rigo. And then there's rub-ons that are on sale. Luxury Shimmer, the dress dye. I would recommend the dress dye. It's $40. It used to be $82. That's 50% off. Okay, and yes, of course, in the description of my little thing where you're right now looking at, I have an affiliate link. And so if you want to support my channel, if you want me to receive a little tiny bit of money when you shop, you can use my affiliate link. I would so appreciate it. That is a way to help support me without supporting me out of your pocket. Isn't that nice? So, Okay, and that will help me continue my endeavors in journey in my crafty world. Um, Back to the dresses, $40. That is a really good price, and I love, love, love those dresses. Um, you have folded flowers. Here is the next one that I absolutely love. It's called a teacup double-sided. That is absolutely gorgeous. Now, also a little pastel-y, but I love them for our choices of Canton Blue. If you don't have Canton Blue and you're doing this with me, then teacup is a very good option. They have marbleized papers, and I don't think I bought that last time. And that is 24 sheets of 12 by 12. These are double-sided, and also 24 12 by 12s and 24 5 by 7s. And you are paying $40. So that's close to $2 a paper, right? I'm getting to my point being what an incredible deal this one is. You have banners. Okay, Blythe here. Blythe is $36, and you get Blythe and Eleanor. And I will show you there's Eleanor's in here also. Eleanor looks like this right here. Okay, so that, and I am using Blythe in October, I want to say, for some fall class work. If you're following me along and coming to the Zoom classes, Blythe is on your homework. The color theme of Blythe is in your homework plan for the future. If that's something you want to buy now, that makes it $15 a pack, $15, $20 a pack pretty much. So that's a really good buy. Here is the one that is on my wish list, and it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boxes of the favorite flower sticker collection. What in the world happened? How are they giving us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 flower sticker collections? Hello, Annie. 5 flower sticker collections for $70. I don't even understand how they're able to do that, because aren't these usually like $40 each? I'm kind of confused as of what's going on here. But it's on my wish list. I know that I don't need any more flower stickers. Uh, and if I go in here and look, these are 60 favorite flower stickers, 2 of each design in the storage folio. So each one is a 60 pack. Maybe that's what's different. Did they used to come in 120 pack? Somebody, one of you guys knows. 2 of each, 30 of each design with the storage folio. That's a really incredible deal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these. That's a lot of I don't know. It's just, it's a really good deal, and I'm thinking that one's on my wish list for today. Okay, the card-centric compendium dies. I call those the Eve dies, Eve must dies, because they are so fabulous. If you go off to an island and can only take one set of dies, you would take card-centric, because you get that parentheses, you get the pretty little tag one, you get the oval, and you get the square, and you get all of the concentrics going in. So if you do not have that for $48, crazy good price. I have set that one. And that's it on my must-have. I like to say that now. I go back up to the top when I'm shopping and do the sort by, and then I do low to high. So I'm trying to show you how to shop more, because sometimes you miss something. And so when I drop it from low to high, I get the envelope liners, okay? And then you get, for $20, the climbing vine embellishment. See, something kind of sneaks in there that you weren't really looking at, and you think, wait a minute, do I need that one? Yeah, that's cute. And I think this is for the trellage, the is it called trellage? You guys know, it's the trellis one. So these are all these gorgeous. This is really gorgeous for cards. So if you are making tons of cards that have that gorgeous arch, this is already made like that. If that's something that you love, $20. And let's look at the details. 20 sheets of a total of 80 die cuts. So 20 sheets, you're paying $1 per sheet. Is that worth it for you? Think about it. If you, that's what I keep thinking about those stickers, the stickers. Is that worth it for me? Do I need that? No, I know I don't need it. Let's go back. The paper fashion stickers, those are really pretty and cute, but I don't think I need anything. The mini birthday sticker embellishments, that's a really good one. It's $25. So don't you guys just love this? I know. I need to figure out how to put this on. You guys can see my laptop. Okay, so something to think about. So I like to look at the bottom. Now I'm already up into 40 bucks, which is Blythe Eleanor cardstock packs, and I'm finished. That's all I need. So let's go look and talk about what I highly recommend that you buy, which is the fabulous Blythe collection. Okay, the Blythe, this gorgeous anthology, and I'm bringing my little stuff here. And let's see, am I upside down for you? Let's look. Yes, I am upside down for you. So let's turn this baby around. And okay, so hello. I'm going to show you. I went through my stack and sorted it out. I was doing it on TikTok and what all those lovely things that we have going on out there. And I wanted to show you how I put this together. And yes, I'm sorry, Annie. I am going to figure out how to do it in the reverse order. Hold on. Hi again. And let's see, this way. So you can look down and over. Are you guys upside down yet? Okay, and then I'm going to spin you this way. And are you dizzy yet? Are you going up instead of down? Yay. Look, I am trying. There. Because Annie gets mad when I don't show her the upside down, the correct side. So now let's stop a little bit so you're not dizzy, and then I'm going to turn you around. And now you can see exactly where I am. I have a slight delay on my side here. So I have turned these into collections in my preference. There is not a collection that does this, okay? So I think this is I don't know the names of them exactly, but I think that this is like maybe Camilla. Does that sound, or Carolina? Does that look like the right flower? Okay, so this is how I have put these together. This lovely thing here, and I go and look at the actual flower from this collection. This is what I'm doing, looking fresh, okay? And this is the flower I'm looking at. So then I go and look at the whole row. I put them all out on my island and spread them out so that I can see where they're going. And then I think this flower kind of sort of matches this flower. I'm not the flower person. I don't know. I think it does. And then I went and got some, I love, can we all, this is Camilla. What first one is Camilla? Yes. Okay, and maybe this one is Caroline. So I went and got the perfect pastels. If any of you were able to get that, it looks like this. It's just solid, perfect palette, solid paper. Next time we have a AGTV live where you can chit chat, put it on your wish list. Say, Anna Griffin, please bring back perfect palette, solid paper. Not the shimmer, the perfect palette. It is just matte paper, and it works perfectly with all of her patterns. Look at how that is the perfect match to that pink flower. Okay, so I like to have at least 2 patterns, and then I like to get a solid or a very tiny minute pattern. Okay, and then this one is the next one that I looked at, and I realized that this is a true rose, but the colors in it are very similar, right? And you're gonna think I'm crazy. This is a stripe, and these are stripes. So I'm going to mix this lovely thing with this. So I'm calling these 3 solids, a kit, okay? I'm going to call it a kit. These 4 here are going to make us a scrapbook page. Now I'm going to go through the other ones a little bit faster, but I want you to see these here are going to be over to one side, and we're going to make a real fast page when I get done with this. And hopefully my patient doesn't wake up. So here is the next one. I have Virginia, and I think this one, I don't know if it's in Virginia already, but I looked at it and I thought that these patterns, these colors, that little pink, the gray in here kind of goes with the background. So I'm calling this my solid, mini, and my large. So we have a large pattern, a small pattern, and that's how I like to do it. And then if ever so possible, I like to find a solid that matches some of this. And I am pulling out the blue gray from that space that's right here. Let me bring it up closer to you so you can see what I'm pulling out. Okay, now of course I make a layout. Okay, do you see how that blue gray is just perfect? I make a layout for fun, for play, for mental health. I do not make a layout because I have a picture that needs to be matched with the paper. Okay, I will make somebody pose in a certain outfit for a paper pack. Okay, so I'm not the normal scrapbooker in that. So this is one kit. Okay, now Francesca was giving me a hard time because we don't have patterns of Francesca in here, but you know that we just had her, and so you know that she's in here. I pulled out this gorgeous caramel solid because she has a lot of browns, caramels in these flowers, and then of course a pink. And it's kind of a lonely pattern. I need another pattern for it, but this can be held for me as a kit because I'm going to find another pattern for her, but she just doesn't live here right now. Now this one is a little bit different for me. Okay, we get this gorgeous stripe. Oh my goodness, I am going, okay, I thought that I was going to lose connection. Okay, so this one is a very bright green, and there is perfect palette in that bright green, but I wanted to kind of pull the itty bitty yellow flowers that are in here, you see. So I was looking for that one, so I brought this yellow. Plus in my perfect palette I have lots of yellow, so let's use it. And then this is the next pattern that I have for it. These little bunches of flowers match these little bunches of flowers in my eye, and it has also yellow. So look how pretty this matches with this yellow. Okay, so I know that green would probably be our first one to go with, but I am using yellow, and hopefully I will find a picture where somebody is wearing yellow tones, right? So I'm calling this a kit. Now we get to something really beautiful and deep, and you guys have seen Astrid lately, and yes, I'm going to go purple because Annie Pence's favorite color is purple, and we're gonna have to find a picture of Annie Pence and put it in here. But that's just go-to, and let's go back and say why. Because this dark purple matches perfectly with that solid in the background. Easy peasy, right? You find that one. This one's a little bit more challenging because it's such a large print, okay? This is a really large print. Let me make sure I haven't lost you guys anywhere, and I'm refreshing my screen because it looked like I might have lost you guys. Yes, okay. So I love the way this little glimmer on this one matches with these flowers. Okay, it just needs something, and I know that this is maybe not the perfect match, but I might have to make it work. Okay, plus you can fussy cut all of these things. Look at how pretty that blue matches in here. Okay, like the background of it. Do you see that gorgeousness? That blue inside is marrying that one very perfectly. So that's where I'm coming together with this one. Okay, do you see that? Maybe I am getting too blurry, too far away, too close. Okay, so I like the way that works. And then I found a solid that would work with that same flower that I'm trying to look for. It's off on this side, maybe it's more blue and green, but I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet, right, you guys? I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet, but the way I'm setting them up is when some inspiration comes my way, I can grab this kit and start working on it. Okay, another one that maybe doesn't work perfectly, but look, there is gold in here, and there's gold in this one. Okay, so I think that they can work together. This is a smaller print, and this is a larger print. Okay, I think that if we cut this up into frames or some corners, I think it would be beautiful. I love that it goes well with pink. Pink and green work beautifully. Ask all the sorority sisters, pink and green is a must-have. And this one has that little undertone under here that has a little green that kind of works really well with that. So, hey Karen, how are you? Okay, so I like this together. Okay, do you see where I'm going with that? And then this one, I don't know where this one went. It's with another grain. Okay, we'll just move it over to the side. Okay, and then this is what I have left over, and we're just gonna have to make it work. Annalise, I have an entire Crop at Home 5 box of Annalise, and so I have plenty to go with it. But you're trying to figure out how to make this work together. This flower here kind of looks like the Caroline flower that we have over here, right? Doesn't that look like, no, it is not. Never mind. I thought it would look like this one. I think that one is like Phoebe, right? Does that one look like Phoebe? Okay, so I want to show you this one, and I think it would be beautiful with purple. I think the purple here, Annalise has lots of options for colors. Amen to that. And then I also like this pattern with this together because it gives you some white space. And although I don't have white space all the time, but the white space helps so much to rest your eye. So I might use this as a background and then add this on top to kind of ground the picture. Okay, so I like this together right here, and I will take a couple of these over so that I turn that into a kit, and then I'll show you this part. And yes, I'm back to purple because I was trying to not grab pink. I am a pink person, and I will grab pink all day long. But look at how pretty that set right there goes. And the reason to me in my eyeballs why that works so well is that there's this white color in the background and there's white color on this one. And so I think that helps it go well, very well together. I can see this being very, very pretty with the flowers that I just moved over here because of the white background. Okay, I think that that's something you have to look at if you are stuck and don't know what direction to go with. And then if you want to break up your patterns, you grab a solid that works well with all of this. And I think yellow would also be really pretty with this. So that is what I have right here. Now, my sweet friend this morning says, I have so much of this and I don't know what to do with it. You can give it to me, Eve Young. You can give it to me. That's what I was going to tell you. You can give it to me. Okay, look, this is such beautiful paper. First, what do you do with all of this? One, you can fussy cut it all day long, right? Okay, you can fussy cut it all day long and it would be absolutely gorgeous. You can make 3D flowers with it. The other thing that I think would be absolutely fabulous is to fussy cut the black and white stripes out of it. Use it as an overlay on top of another layout. Gorgeous. Do you see that, Eve? Pull out the black and white, fussy cut it out, and use it as an overlay on top of something else. Ooh, I think I might have to do just that. And then the other thing that I love is you can cut them into stripes, 12-inch stripes, where the black is in the center. And you can make trellises. Yes. Okay. So that is what I want to do. I mean, that's just Eve. I have it coming out of my brain. My brain is on fire when I see paper. I have so many ideas. I don't have enough time to do it. People tell me all the time, like, I don't have any content. I don't know what to do. I am like, I don't have enough time to do all the content I want to give you. Okay, so use the stripe pieces left over for corners, for butterflies. Yes, all day long you can do that. Okay, so now the reason why I put this set together is because of this stripe and these stripes, right? I think that they would be absolutely stunning. So here we go. I really, really, really want to cut this up. So I've got to cut that up real fast because my head is just on fire. So let's see. We have all kind of lovely stuff. And by fire, okay, so I don't know if I can, if this is sharp enough. I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm not confident with the X-Acto knife. I really try to be, but it's just not my favorite go-to. I just can't. Oh, and look what I found the other day, my little alligator cart paper, because I couldn't find it earlier, and I really wanted that one when we were embossing. Okay, so what you have here is you're going to cut away the black. Okay, keep the black, and I am very fast with this. When you're cutting around it, you are not going to do anything other than cutting the black out. And I am not one that is sitting here going perfectly around the images. I do a very rough edge, and I might cut off a leaf or two whenever I feel it's convenient for me. Okay, so there we have that one. And on this one, in my world, I want it to be like this. Okay, you see how that would work? That's my double-sided page on that. Okay, here is the double-sided page. I want to put a trellis, these gorgeous black ones, trellis in between. I think I need to do this one on a day when you guys are, when we have more time, because I do have to work tomorrow. Okay, let's do the stripes. Let's see what they look like. And I am going to leave some of this little, here we go. Let's see how we do this. I'm going in and piercing, I'm going to try to test this out and see if we can do the fussy cutting around it. I don't know. I'm kind of playing with this, but you guys see where my brain is going with this, right? I'm kind of pulling out some of the stripes. They're stripes. I want to say they're stripes. If you use this type of paper trimmer, the paper trimmer has a needle on it, a little triangle blade on it, and so therefore it helps you pierce this stuff without it where the other choice you have is a rotary. Okay, you see how we're doing this? We're just going around, and yes, I'm going to test it out and see what I want to do with it. I just kind of am playing here, seeing my options if we are taking the little stripes out to turn them into trellises. That is what I think I want to do, but I want to see the background of what I'm looking at also. Yep, Martha's brain on Crafty Crack, I think is what you would call this series. Okay, so there's so much going on here. I had my contractor this morning here. I was trying to videotape the written instructions for August class, which is Canton Blue, and it didn't happen. It was the second time I have tried to do the instructions for this class, and I was not able to do it because my contractor got here. The dogs were barking. My door is in the front, and he is working in the front. So guess what? I can't record when he is there painting the front door. Wish I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Yes, that he came back. I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm cutting stripes. I'm doing, this is, if you have so much of this, then let's play. Let's experiment to see what we can do. I'm gonna do a couple more because I think I want to see how we're doing on this part. I think what I'd like to do is not all of the flowers cut out, maybe just some of them, leaving the stripes in the middle for them. Now, also, since you have so many of these, Eve, you can just go straight in and cut the stripes out, right? And then you can fussy cut all the flowers and make them 3D where need be. I think I also have some extra of this somewhere. For some reason, I think we have some. So let's look at this and tell you where I'm at with my crafty crackhead. And I'm just gonna cut that one off because that seemed like a good place to go. Okay, here, do you see this? This little thing here and this little thing over here. We're just kind of joining these, getting these off. Okay, so this is all about gratitude, the month of gratitude at Anna Griffin. She is trying to do a monthly self-awareness of maybe of ourselves, of how we, improve ourselves. And so my thoughts are that's awfully nice that we are trying to also be better people, not just be learn crafty stuff, but we're improving ourselves, our mental health. Okay, so you see how that little stripe is there? Oh, that's pretty. Okay, and then I think on this one, I don't know, I kind of am going back to cutting them out and doing like what Eve is doing, and coming back and doing edges. Do you see how you would cut that out? And I think that could be gorgeous on the inside of that. Okay, let's do that to this side. I know. We are doing 3 techniques all at the same time. Hey, sweet Donna McPherson, how are you, sweetie? I saw your beautiful baby girl. When is that baby coming? Your baby's having a baby. How does that happen? Okay, here's the stripe, and then we're gonna come in here and cut this stripe off. And this one is a floral stripe. You might want floral stripes for something else, so hold on to those because maybe you want to do a trellis that's floral. Let's get this one out. I think that is just gorgeous. Okay, and you're coming back. I have so much to do. I don't even know. There's just so much in this little world to do, and there's just not enough time. But you know what? We have to do the things that we enjoy, that we appreciate, that brings us joy. So today is going to be about joy, because I think that that's the healthiest thing for us to do. Okay. What else could we do with these gorgeous stripes that we're playing with? The 3D thing. I love that. Eve, you have lots of these, then turn them into 3D flowers. An overlay would be so absolutely gorgeous. I cut that one too short in. Let's see. There's that little piece that was, I don't think it matters if it's there or not, but we'll keep it there. Okay, so you see what I'm doing is cutting out the white part of the stripe and the black part of the stripe, and we're separating them into strips. You guys are gonna make me crazy with the strips and the stripes here. Yes, I speak more than one language. I speak 3 fluently, but so sometimes my strips and my stripes, and um, the other day I just started spitting out German to my assistant, and I said, I am so sorry. But regardless, she needs to learn because she's going to go to Germany for her Christmas vacay. So I'm like, no, we should be doing it on purpose, not accidentally. Okay, loves. So if you have a double-sided page layout here, and these are our gorgeous little stripes that are strips. Okay, and we are going to put them in this direction, and we're just gonna toss this over to the side because we don't need that. And I'm going to kind of put this and sneak up underneath this little space, which if I was really clever, I would fussy cut that off. But then the page is going to get more and more complicated, right? You guys know that if you fussy cut that off and bring it up, that would be so pretty. So should we go for it? Yes, because I want to. Okay, but we have to put it underneath something else. Okay. Because it would be so absolutely gorgeous. So let's do it. And what I'm talking about, because I don't know if you're following my crackhead brain, is to fussy cut this little thing here. And we cut, and I'm cutting at the large flowers, okay? That is where I'm cutting. And I guess this is fussy cutting 101. I don't know. Are you here with me? Are we all here? The ideas are coming out I'll stop. I was gonna say in diarrhea style here because I can't stop talking when I start getting so excited. And this is on sale, and you guys, it was $130 or $60 when we started this paper. So yes, I start to get a little excited, and you can see that I'm cutting this very roughly, and we are going to have to leave you with homework, right? I'm so sorry. I really wanted to come and do a live with you guys early or this weekend. I think it was Friday. There was so much going on. My poor little Nick had his oral surgery on Thursday, and he is doing very well. He's been a very good champ but you know, I think he's feeling ready. I think he wants to go back home so he can work from home Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, the rest of the week. He's you know, he's young. He can hang. Okay, and you decide how much of this flower you want to keep. I'm going to bring up this green this way. Okay. I know. I really, you know, when I saw this paper, I really wanted a nice, really simple layout. And guess what? You know, Martha just, I'm sorry, I'm talking to the third person, doesn't do simple. Okay, so here is my little layout part that I want to do a frame with. And we will do this with a little wet glue. No, with this one, because you can lift easier when you do that. So if this was right here, okay, we're gonna go, it was supposed to be like this. Bring that one, that works perfectly there. So I'm trying to make it into the spot. Let's go this way. Here. And it looks like it's aiming in that corner. Yep. Okay. I do love wet glue, but when I know that it's not going to be possible to use wet glue, or I'm going to possibly take it apart, I like the adhesive better. Okay, so I'm kind of putting this at the corner and aiming to that top corner. So the diagonal on this is as good as it's going to be. Okay, and then from there, I can work and what I like to use is something with a ruler. You see that? And it works as my little template so that I can keep using my little stripes here. And so that all of our little stripes are as good as they're going to get in the straight department. Yeah, I think this is a quilting ruler. I use it for so many other things though. I'm not a quilter by any means. Okay, and then I put this one here, and we'll use this little extra skinny one right here. Okay, and then we're gonna put her right here. And then we need to do the bottom. And with this little extra one, I know I have a little extra right here. So I'm going to take that and use it down here. Just like that, okay? So here's your little trellis on one side. And we have one of these lovelies that you can start bringing back. And I will go in this direction so that I can pretend to be going at, there we go, at the corner. And let's put this one here. And yes, you can do the weave up and down, but you know what? Nobody's even gonna know. So if you want to do the little weavy thing, go for it. You see? Let's bring this right back. And right there. Okay, and we're going to put a little bit of tape on this one. I love when we can do this and we are using all paper for embellishments. Do you know what I mean? I just love when we can do that. Now here's my little ruler, and put that right there. It helps me as a measurement, as a landmark, so that I know where to start and finish. Now, if this one was on top, that means this one has to be, no, this one's on top. Let's remember how the rule goes. I think I'm on the under. Am I correct? Yes. Okay. That one's on top, this one's on the under side of this. Okay, so I am putting that right there. And then over here, it's going to be on the under also. There we go. Lovely. Now we can move this up to the next spot on top, and we need a little tiny one right there. Just itty bitty tiny. And I can use this one right there because it is the part that we have the black from. Okay. And it doesn't matter if it's on top or bottom. Let's see, this one is on top, so this one has to be on the bottom. It's the basket weaving, right? Basket weaving 101. A la Martha with paper. Okay, so do you see how gorgeous that is working? Do you not see, Eve Young, how beautiful that would be with your technique? Oh my goodness, where you do that engineering brain of beautifulness. Okay, and then we do these little snips off. Yep, it just, I'm telling you, I have not enough time to do all the page layouts that I dream about in the middle of the night. All day long, I am just dreaming about sitting here in my little paper room full of lovelies. But sometimes I have to be a mommy, and then sometimes I have to go and make the world a better teeth. Yes, I do. Okay, and here's our little stuff. I say I am making the world prettier, one smile at a time. That's what my job is, to make the world a pretty place. One smile at a time. Yeah. Okay, so here is this lovely. And if I really wanted to make it pretty, I think we could get a little bit of gold in between here. Oh, yes. And let's see, I think we can put it on this one. Right here. So this little gold is going to work as our margin, our glue, our welding element that's going to be welding these two papers that we unattached, right? That one here is okay. Is it okay over there? Sorry, I had to be quiet for a minute so I can do this correctly. All these little sticky stuff. Oh, Louie's gonna have a good time collecting all of this on the floor, because it's just tons of stuff on the floor. And then here you'll have a little bit of gold kind of peeking through. What do you think? Isn't that gonna be pretty? Just a tiny bit of gold peeking through. I can't remember what that's called. It's a Asian, Japanese something where you break porcelain and then you stick gold in between. Yes, okay, so there we go. And now I think I want to put some more glue in between. Okay. Right there. Is anybody with me still? Am I sitting here talking to myself all by myself? It's okay. I can do it. I have no problems talking to myself all day long. Okay, so I just kind of left it a little tiny peekaboo. We might have to trim a little bit when it comes time to stick them in our page protector. And I need a little tiny bit of gold in that one little spot that is peeking out. And of course, I can't find a gold piece. Because I see a little tiny bit of a hole. Okay, so do you guys have homework? Are you with me? You have homework to do the other side. Yes, you do. Because I have homework. I have to go work on my Canton Blue instructions. This was just my emergency. I had to come and show you that you must go and buy this paper, because it is the most beautiful thing I have ever seen. Do you see how gorgeous that is? Okay, now we can do the same thing to this side, adding a little peekaboo of gold here and there. You're moving the stripes around. And then what I would do is, where's my, okay, we have our stripes. Where's my other little solid here? This one. So I would use this one as a pattern for our 4x6s, 5x7s, whatever you want. And then a background solid with this one. Do you see how gorgeous that would be? And can you see how we transformed this paper into this paper? Look at how gorgeous that is. I love the double-sidedness of this, but you know that I also love that it can go this way, just as beautiful. I am late on my side. It's two-sided. It's two-sided as in not double-sided, but I was doing a double page layout. So I call it two sides. We need to cut this right here. This trellis is sticking out a little bit too much. A little bit too much there. Okay, so see how that trellis would be absolutely gorgeous. Now this one I would be cutting into 5x7s. All right, this is going to be my favorite 5x7 trick here. And it doesn't matter if it's, if you have directional patterns with this that are important to you, then you need to be careful, because it might, let me put this right here on this, and let me find my 7 here. Here is where my 7 is at. Okay, so I like to put this paper on 5, and then I bring this down and I use my little piercing tool to move it down to 7, and then we move it clockwise. Did I mean printed? Did I mean what, sweetheart? Dell, just absolutely beautiful. Is this not just the most ridiculous paper, gorgeous paper ever? And you're gonna pierce and you go back up. Now you have a 5x7 there, and you're gonna turn it clockwise again. I am sorry, Dee, I sometimes say what I don't mean, and but I always mean what I say. I may use the wrong word, up and so. I might use the wrong word. I got you. Does anybody know up and so? I think it's Swiss German. That's my 4th language. Okay, loves. Okay, so see, this is just absolutely gorgeous. Now I like this like this, okay? Yes, that means we're gonna cover up some of that black, but you have extra little stuff here. Wouldn't it be fun now to get a little black stripe? Because Eve, you have so much of it. So yes, and here, this one also I'm going to cut into 5x7s. And now once you get your pictures, and your pictures are 4x6 or whatever color you're supposed to have. I don't know what color you you can use pink, you can use purple, you can use yellow, whatever color you want. Pink always works for me because I love it so much. Okay, so then we pierce here and go back up. Oh, we've been going for an hour, and I pretty much did a 1 page, right? And I have convinced you that it is necessary to go and buy the Anthology Floral, annagriffin.com. Please, I would appreciate if you would support my channel and use my link. That helps me make beautiful content for you. And I would so generously ask if you would do that. Consider that. Consider subscribing. Okay, so now these are both 5x7s, and I might cut this one a slither off. I might use one of those gorgeous frames that we have all over the place. Okay, I think that I might want to do these into 2 like this, and then maybe do the pink like a so, like so. And I definitely, before we go and put a picture on top of this gorgeous, beautiful paper, I would cut out the inside with one of those gorgeous frames that we have that have the picture photo cuts, so that you don't, you can use, if you cut that out, you can fussy cut it and put it on your frame, right? Okay. Whew. I feel like I've been talking on fire. Okay, my loves, let's see. So where are you? What did you think? Where does this come from? This comes from the Anthropology, Anthology Floral Collection. Okay, what did you think? Am I going fast enough for you? I'm exhausted, and I have so much to do today. Okay, so we've got to get Nick back home, and he's in Houston, and so therefore we've got to drive him back home. But I want to go out to dinner, since we're going to be in town, and we'll probably have to go eat somewhere that's easy on Nick's jaw to do that. Okay, so here is the page. You have now homework. Okay, you have homework. Okay, so this is absolutely stunning. Look how the black really stands out. Is it Carolina? Is not in Anthology. Doris, I'm not sure. What is this called? Carolina, Camilla. Is that Camilla? I think it's the Camilla flower. The entire set here is from the Anthology kit that is $60 on Anna Griffin for her birthday sale. Is this called Camilla? I am saying Carolina because Carolina has one of these big pink borders that has the gorgeous flowers in the center. And I love fussy cutting that out. Yes, I do. So here we have that. What do you think? We are on Love the Paper. I ordered 2 of them. Mabel, I think I might have to order another one. I have 2 already and 1 on the way. I think that might be. I have 3. I think 3 is enough. Okay, time to cut paper stripes, stripes. That's strips. You said strips. I know that's strips. How would you say that in Deutsch? Let me think. I don't know. Oh, get to me. So look at how fun that would be. And oh my God, Eve, wouldn't that be this gorgeous? Now you can come back and add the flowers in those spaces that are from here. Like if you sit there and fussy cut this entire one out, right? If you fussy cut this whole thing out and use that as embellishments on this thing. Too many enablers. Yes, this is the 1-800 I am an enabler channel, so you should move on. If you don't want to be enabled. Yes, we are all very good friends. So, hey Sue, how are you? So let's see who all is here hanging out with me. Homework for the other side, ladies, crafty friends. And all of these other things that we have here, don't you dare throw them away, okay? We can do something with that. Maybe we have to weave them back together again. Don't they do that for fabric? Okay, so who's here at AAA? My name is Martha, and I'm a paper hoarder, paper addict, and a Griffin addict. I can't make my mouse work. I can't because there's a pop-up dot where I need to be looking at. Okay, yes, Crafters Anonymous, 1-800, here I go. Anna Addicts Anonymous, yes, ma'am, I am with you. Okay, so I'm hoping that I'll be back with you on Thursday or Friday. If I can get my child to go back, my young adult child to go back home to his apartment in Houston and continue the healing process, I think we will be done. Look how pretty that looks, Eve. Isn't that fun? It looks like the flowers are growing in between. I mean, I just think that is just so darn pretty. Okay, time to cut paper strips, paper strips, not stripes. Or would it be stripes? Got the anthology collection. Thank you so much. Please use the affiliate link in my description. That would help me so much. There is one for the anthology kit, and there is one for anything you use on Anna Griffin. I would so appreciate that. Okay, Dell, Annie, what do we think? Donna is here for sure with me. My mommy was Eleonora. Oh my God, that is so sweet. This comes out of the Eleanor collection, right? This is Eleanor. Am I correct? The black mascara lashes. Hey Candy, how are you? So I love that. D, hello. And then Jan is here, fussy cutting, and I think that I have 2 pads of Eleanor and a box of anthology, and now I'm considering a second box. Look, Eve, don't talk to me about boxes, okay? I have 3 because I already have 2, and then that means I ordered a 3rd one because it's $60. Okay, so and then you need help with fussy cutting. Just tell yourself that you are going to do it in a rough cut and be done. B is on the road. Oh, B, I hope you're doing well. Stay safe. That works out to 59 cents a sheet, and therefore we can cut it into strips. Yes. The first one is Camilla. Yes, that was the first 2 that I was pulling out. Then I was saying Carolina, but really it's Camilla. The China cabinet flowers are great and they're small. Okay, so we pretty much have it all done, all put together. I need new curtains. I know you guys, I have pattern on top of pattern on my books, but wouldn't that be gorgeous if that curtain was floral, but it's not going to be. I ordered a pretty blush rose, a baby pink solid. I just cannot commit in my home. I have a challenge committing to patterns, and my husband will tell you that he married the only Mexican woman that that doesn't that I have a challenge putting up bright colors in my house. I'll do a toss pillow or a rug. Anyway, loves, homework to do the other side. Okay, let's go do the other side, please. And I will see you soon. Thank you so much. Till Thursday or Friday. Subscribe, please. Push the like button. I would so appreciate that. Use my Anna Griffin link when you go shopping so you support me. Thank you so much. Love you all, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.